Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Extra Gents. Hope you're having an awesome day. It's time for part 2 of my Etat Libre discovery set breakdown. Discovery set. I did part 1 a while back. Feel free to check that out on the channel in case you missed it, where I went through 10 fragrances that are part of the discovery set that I got from twistedlily.com. Link in the description in case you want to check it out. It's actually a really good deal. You get 20 fragrances, doesn't cost all that much. And you get a little booklet too that has the fragrances in there with little breakdowns and write-ups and all that good stuff. So what we're doing today is going through those 10 fragrances that I did not check out the first time around to see which ones I really like and maybe some that I don't like so much. So let's check them out. If you do shop at twistedlily.com, you know the drill. Use the code GENTS10, save yourself 10% off your order. All right, let's get into it. First one, Remarkable People. Now, I own Remarkable People, but spray it on anyway. We raise a glass, an olfactive toast to those who defy convention, to the remarkable people of our free state of Orange, to you. Effervescent citrus bubbles over a celebratory pop of champagne and a spiced heart of defiant sandalwood. Let's blast it on. Super pleasant off a tester strip, just like I remembered. It does have that champagne accord, so it has this effervescence, this sparkle, this zing to it in the opening. Spicy, sweet, fresh citrus with a little hint of warmth underneath it all. Now, when I reviewed this one, I made mention that a lot of my friends absolutely love the fragrance and hold it up as this amazing 10 out of 10 niche scent. But to me, it wasn't quite as good as some of the other people that do really love it that I know. But it is very pleasant, super nice, very easy to wear, solid fragrance all the way around. But if you're looking to try out a fragrance from the house that's not too challenging, that's an easy wear, that's a potential compliment pulling type of scent, check Remarkable People out. It's a really solid one. So next one is You or Someone Like You. The brainchild of Chandler Burr, discerning New York Times perfume critic and author of the namesake novel, You or Someone Like You, is dedicated to the main character of Burr's novel, Anne. New to Los Angeles, Anne dreams of the possibility that lingers in the crisp blue air. The fresh and uplifting aroma beckons aspiring transplants like Anne, like you, or someone like you. This I really like. This is one of my favorites from the house. The mint that's in here smells so good off the top. It's a more realistic mint, so you get that kind of that green freshness to it. Instead of it being overly sweet, instead it's a little bit more like you took the mint and muddled it in your hand a little bit. And then it has this floral freshness that goes along with it. I really like You or Someone Like You. That's one of my favorites, period. So both those two we're starting out with are pretty easy to wear. I would say actually for more people, Remarkable People might be a little easier to wear. But for me, the most intriguing of those two is You or Someone Like You. Love it. Soul of My Soul is up next. About this one, a creamy explosion where musk intermingles with iris butter and transmits the powerful balm of vanilla, followed by the friction of tonka against benzoin. Here, perfume is soul, soul is perfume. It is creamy. Yeah, it's like this creamy, resinous warmth with spice and the iris kind of along the edges, almost like a peppered iris along with all of those warm notes kind of intermingling with it. That sounded like word salad. Yeah, that's nice. 3 for 3 so far. I mean, 2 of them I already own, but that one I'm gonna try some more. I'm gonna test it out some more. I might pick it up because it has an awesome bottle, if nothing else. La Fin du Monde. I have this one already. The End of the World. This was the first or second one I bought from the house years ago. The End of the World. We know the New Testament prophecies. We've heard about the end times and we've seen the apocalyptic films, but one question remains: how will it smell? An ironic blast of popcorn accord, quickly met by a powdery blend of iris and gunpowder, and brought to a subdued ending by sandalwood. This is weird. I find myself liking it a lot more than I remembered, because when I first got La Fin du Monde in, it was kind of like one of those novelty fragrances almost, like one of those scents where you pull it out for somebody and spray it, and you're like, here, smell this, but you don't really wear it, kind of like Secretions Magnifique. Unless my nose is just playing tricks on me or the tester strip is. This has like an irisy, very pleasant freshness to it. I'm gonna spray it on skin. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, actually. What is going on here? I'm gonna grab my bottle. Here she is, spray it on my skin over on the other side. It smells different, but that is older. So, which you can tell by the coloration. This is like a light amber color and this is clear. They do smell different though. My bottle has this almost kind of buttery, kind of gourmand feel to it. Whereas this one right here is more iris, just a really fresh, powdery iris. Gunpowder is not there, you know, I don't get anything like that. Popcorn, not there. I imagine as it dries, some of those aspects do come out, but I think with this one, the issue that you might run into is this smells really wearable, very easy to pull off. I mean, maybe there's the faintest little bit of a popcorn thing in there, but not that much. So people looking for something more challenging and out there and crazy, the end of the world, they're gonna smell that and go, okay, the end of the world is an office fragrance. I guess that makes sense. This one over here, the older one, it's a little more complex. Actually, between the two, I prefer this one. The nice, easy to wear, fresh iris. I like that a lot. That smells good. Jasmine et Cigarette. The allure of vintage Hollywood glamour. Think Audrey Hepburn, Greta Garbo, Marlene Dietrich. This beautiful jasmine scent pays tribute to the beautiful icons of black and white cinema smoking their crisp, long tobacco cigarettes. I mean, obviously it leans feminine. It does. But I like that smell. It's very, very classical. I wouldn't wear it, but I like the smell. Bit of an old school, classy woman's fragrance. Fat Electrician, semi-modern vetiver. Based on the true story of a once beautiful man who aged into a fat electrician. Because while beauty fades, a good fragrance is forever. And contrary to the name, this is an ever attractive and wearable vetiver-based scent modernized by woody, vanilla bean, and balsamic myrrh. But yeah, the name makes sense, doesn't it? Well, not the fat electrician part, the semi-modern vetiver part. If I say the fat electrician part makes sense, that would mean it smells like sweaty butt cracks, I guess, but it doesn't. The vetiver here comes across smelling very modern, pretty clean as well. It's devoid of that smokiness, of, you know, that heavy depth that you can sometimes get from vetiver. Instead, this is more along the lines of like a higher quality version of it, but like the vetiver that you would find in a fragrance like the One Gray by Dolce & Gabbana. It is really wearable though. I'm a sucker for vetiver, so I like that. I like that a bunch. Eau de Protection. It's in a little pink box, so I imagine not something that I myself would wear, but we'll check it out. That's like a strong rose. Very tartly spicy. It's got like an astringent quality to it, but that is at the same time kind of appealing. That's interesting. That's different. Okay, what's it say? A perfume of protection, a refuge on the battlefield of love. A breathtaking rose protected by its thorny stem is met by a sharp, cold, and metallic prick of blood, with pepper and geranium and prevailed by strikingly dark patchouli. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That might be the most different one of the fragrances I've smelled today. I'm not sure, but that is cool. I wouldn't wear it, but it's cool. Spice Must Flow. I own this one, and I have reviewed it. Man, off a tester strip, that smells way different than I remember. Like, way sweeter. Spice Must Flow. A spicy, aromatic fragrance that commemorates merchants and the beautiful exchange among humanity's brothers and sisters. A tribute to the prosperous roads of spice and silk. The roads that open the world. Cosmic, mystical, and enchanting spice. This one is really nice. I like the bottle, love the presentation as well. I reviewed it already, so if you want to check that out, get a little more info, but it's a solid one. Okay. Roland Mouret un Emeret. I'm sorry. This has a very classical feel to it. This little fling combines spicy cardamom and pink pepper with sensual nuances of vanilla and patchouli, awarded the best spicy fragrance of 2018 by Allure magazine. We promise it lives up to the hype. I do like that. Little different off skin, little different. It's got like an earthiness to it off skin that on a tester strip is missing. Like a pronounced earthiness that the spices are kind of bouncing off of. A little woody now as it opens up, very spicy. Not as sweet off skin. A little more challenging off skin than I was expecting. Off a tester strip, it doesn't really smell challenging at all. No, it smells super easy to wear off a tester strip. Off skin though, it's got this heaviness, this darkness to it. Like an old closet, the wood. Like an old wooden closet. Really interesting. Don't know if I would really wear it, Last one here, last one of this discovery set. She was an anomaly. Gotta be honest, there are some fragrances that I haven't smelled from the house yet that I was hoping would be in the set that weren't, but it's okay. Okay, she was an anomaly. A singularity, a difference, a woman you will simply never understand. This perfume was necessary. A subtle yet unique blend of iris enveloped by musk and sandalwood. I find myself very intrigued by this because off the tester strip, it's very subtle, clean, slightly sweet, not very powdery, almost like a papery kind of smell to it. I know smelling paper off paper, but it actually smells very pleasant, like the kind of fragrance you would wear when you don't necessarily really want to wear a fragrance that day. Kind of like it would take the place of an Eccentric Molecules release or something. Oh yeah, that's just like so, this is gonna sound not good, but barely there, and yet completely there. The smell just kind of comes in a slow wave, like a slow gradual wave. So when you smell, you don't really get hit by all these notes. You don't get hit by like spices and ambers and woods and all this, you know, florals and all that. Instead, it's like this just slow build of just a very slight, soft, sweet, almost skin scent that is mega pleasant. And yet I would imagine a lot of people would be disappointed in that because it absolutely comes across like the type of fragrance that you will catch just minuscule wafts of throughout the day. But it's 100% not the fragrance that most guys are gonna be looking for, I can tell you that. I would buy that for myself to wear on days, like I said, when I don't really wanna wear anything, just soft, low-key, chill, inoffensive, very pleasant. Or I'd buy it for my wife and have her wear it. I can say this part 2 had more fragrances that I really like as compared to part 1. So 4 of these I already owned, 3 of them I would like to own, and then 3 of them I wouldn't wear. So that's how we're doing. That's how we're in this one. Like I said, guys, links in the description to the discovery set and all that stuff. Gents 10 at Twisted Lily, 10% off. If you smelled any of these, let me know what you think about them. Let me know which of these 10 hit the hardest for you. Thank you for hanging with me. Thanks for your support. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.